Mohammed, you replied to it, I know. So that's good, thank you. But the reason I asked that question about the parts order process today, effectively, it's quite strange. Fuji following up on this, these three combo board failures with the KDC team. So obviously, in that case, it shows no record of consumption. I wouldn't expect to see consumption. I'd expect to see return orders of the combo boards, yeah? And when I've questioned the guys about it, the guys are saying to me, the parts are moved from the T location to the P location. The RO is issued at the P location and DOA processing is performed. Consignment parts can be DOA processed, but T location parts cannot be DOA processed unless they're moved to the P location. Now, obviously I like to check these things, but I don't work in the service system very often, right? Nowhere near as often as these guys should be, especially with administering parts. But for me, it seemed very logical that if I need a part from the T location, then when I place my PR, I select my source to be the T location, okay? And then once I've done that, effectively that part should be available in my work order as if it came from the warehouse or whatever to then administer how I need to. So I either consume it or I create a return order for it. So I'm really concerned that the guys in Japan, unless I've got something wrong here, and guys chime in and tell me if I'm speaking out of term in what I've just said there, but I've got a feeling they're completely administering their orders incorrectly and everything. And part of the thing that concerns me there is if we go and look at Iwashita's personal location at the minute, he's now built up an inventory of about 50 parts because he's moving parts to his P location instead of ordering parts from T locations, basically. While I've got you both there, Ahmed and Axel, did I say anything out of term on how that process for ordering a part from T location and return it?
No, you said, no, to be honest, you said the correct things. That's how we're supposed to work. So basically, if we order from a T location, if it's a DOA or defective, then we need to create a return order.
But it's just done in the case, isn't it? It appears in the case as a normal part, for example, and you just administer it as if you would even a part from the... Is that not true?
Well, no, that's not true. The fact that you can, for example, I have come across that scenario where I have taken parts from the T location, and basically it gives you the possibility to request the part, but it never shows up in the work order as if you have requested the part. Therefore, you can manage the part as a normal warehouse part request. I don't know if the guys here have had a different experience, but I think in one case in Italy, I took one from the Milan office, and I just don't know what happens with that part because it's not showing in the system. I do inform the field engineer, and then he takes it from there.
So that's a scenario that Giuseppe's had. Axel, Ahmed, what's your experience in that process? Have you had experience in having to do it? And
to order the part from the T location, yes, it happened to me, and when I order it in the field work order, then it was in the field work order, so if I'm not sure, so if it's if it's an exchangeable part, then you should create the return order against the PR.
Does anyone happen to have a live work order where I presume probably not, because we don't generally do it, where we've had to order a part from a T location?
Yes, I did it, yeah.
No, I said, have you got a live one at the minute?
Live one now, but I think if we can do it, we can do it, and I can ask the field service dispatch to cancel it after that. If would you like to do this now, or?
Let me just. Yeah, let's do it, and then we'll ask them to cancel it. Obviously, we won't mark it as won't escalate it or anything.
Any parts?
In fact, do you want me to quickly check with Katerina whether she's okay with us doing this? We're going to call
Yeah.
Oh, she's not online, is she?
For example, combo.
One second, just asking Marina whether she'll be able to cancel them both for us. I don't want to do something like we create an RO and all of a sudden we can't cancel the RO or something.
Okay. We can give her the flag to give the detail it.
Yeah. While we're waiting on that answer, we can sit ready to do this anytime, Ahmed. The Fuji, do you want to just give us an update on what you've had today?
Yep. Today I had a 4 internal support ticket, 3 from KDC and 1 from Liplo. First one is KDC. They have a dryer calibration issue. One place had a temperature sensor on dryer 2x3 that is not working. So it showed 0 all the time. So I already shared the troubleshooting steps in the feed. So now I wait for their feedback. Then second one is they have a press speed not met issue when they speed up, ramped up the during the calibration. So I checked the dial report. It takes about 3 minutes to reach the 85 mpm minute per meter. Then the system times out. So acceleration is set to 300. So same on both places, H227 and H218. Press 1 and press 2, both KDC machines. So normally it does not take so long. So I asked them in the feed, did you try a power cycle on controller and also annex? So yeah.
So just on that one, has anyone else? I'm sure we've experienced something like that before in the past. I don't know whether it's specifically with the dryer calibration or one of the other calibrations where press wasn't accelerating and meeting the necessary speed before. I think it might have been a stitch calibration somewhere before. Can anyone recall it?
Seen it at Bristol and I think once or twice at Abbey View. Yeah, when you did stitch, I think it was machine 3 at Bristol, doesn't go up to speed as fast until it's started to print, and then it'll act normally.
Okay. Don't suppose we can remember what the resolution was.
We looked in the setup, and it was on slow, and we told them to change it, but I'm not sure if they ever did, and I'm not sure if they ever reported back whether that helped or not. But they moaned. We told them what it was and where it was.
Because if I remember correctly, before we do, I don't know if we do it before a dry calibration, is there any preset requirements that are done before the dry calibration, i.e. do the cameras do a ring light balance or anything like that? Because the cameras aren't used during the dry calibration, are they? Have we, Fuji, have we actually been able to log in while they've been trying to do this yet to have a look?
Yeah, I said that. Yeah. We should move with remote help, but well,
Yeah.
Even if we talk in Japanese, sometimes things do not go smooth. So it's funny, but it happens.
But this is what I said in that thread. It's, oh god, again, even with this, they're going in testing, then they're getting a set of answers and coming back, giving us the answers. They're waiting for us to answer them, then they're going back in trying to test again on their own. It'd be so much quicker if we could just be live with them, remoted in live with them to check what's going on, see it with our own eyes, and have a look at what we need to have a look at as well.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
They did supply a trace and stuff like that, if I remember correctly. Is that right?
Yeah. Trace file. Let me check. Trace file. Yeah. They got it.
Okay. Sales. Okay, all right. What's the next one then? Sorry, Fuji.
It's about a Bidec. Oh yeah. Bidec. Sometimes fleas on the system. Yeah. I share the already steps for the troubleshooting steps. So yeah. Also waiting their feedback. Another one, a Liplo. What is that? Liplo. Yeah. Power one dryer, ink drying, dryer issue. So yeah, looks like one emitter is off. Then also zone one also off. So that yeah. I gave them the troubleshooting steps. Open the cabinet, dry cabinet, and checks the relay and also fuse. How to check that? Power off and check. V1 cable connection. Plug out and plug in once. Then after power on, check the LED when running, something like that. Yeah, we are waiting for their feedback.
Yeah, I think he did. He sent a thing me in a chat that which one is it? one of the LEDs on one of the controllers isn't coming on when it's active. Can't really make out. Let's see. Share. Can't see what it is, the lower light on it. This one here. Not coming on like it is on the others. So I think he was going to check fuses and stuff like that. Okay. All right. What else we got?
That is from my side. Thank you.
Okay. All right. DK, back in Japan.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in Japan. The FPD side, I just the China was quite safe, and so the FPD side is 1 GM. Get the issues yellow. BMF I touch for a lot time. So it looks like after the we take out the JM to clean, manual clean, the seal, the green seal with the JM together out. So the seal was stick on the orifice bolt. So I will send the report. Okay, so you have to see this issue. No more other. Yeah, everything was fine. Yep, that's from China.
DK, green seal, it's on the air guide, correct?
Yes. Actually, the no plate. No plate on the air guide. The some air guide. The ink was dry on the seal.
Oh, all right.
It's not air guide seal. I mean that between the JM with the nest, we have a seal, green one, right? With the metal.
Hey,
yeah.
I
That
see
one, yeah. It's a sticker. So it's so I will be sharing one photo. You can see. Yeah, so copy, and I just put in the chat. Okay. Okay, so you can see in the chat. You can see this. And sorry, Fujimoto-san. I just saw the spring who just shared the spring, the K1 V1. You have see the V1 and the Ripple. The V1 have one LED was not on.
Not on, yeah. Not on, yeah.
So the fuse, have you seen? Because the V1 was support 0 to 10 volt for the lamp, the whole zone.
On the zone 1, yeah?
Yeah. So, but they have the power. But the input have the power, but not on. Maybe the V1 have some issues because your whole zone is not turning on, right?
Yeah.
So the V1, they support the 0 to 10 volt voltage to the lamp. So the second one, the input was on, but the LED and the input LED, they have one on. There's no trigger. It's off. The on, LED on was off. have
So-
some.
That's why zone 1 is all off.
Yes. So you remember I give you the schematic. So for the first F1, F2
Yeah.
is go to the V1.
Yeah.
Then V1 is go to the K1. The
Mm.
K1 then is trigger the lamp.
So that we need to
So-
check that.
You can move the contactor between two zones if need be, and see if the problem moves to a different zone.
Yeah.
So the V1 you can swap the V1 with the V2,
Yeah.
or you can just plug out they have a two plug on the bottom. So you can just take out a plug out, then plug in one.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't even need to disconnect the wires, Fuji. They're on terminal blocks effectively, so it just pulls them straight out forwards towards it, and it comes out as a block of 6 and a block of 2 basically. And then there's one fastener to move the V1, I think, or might be 2. You might have to take the upper cable out, so it needs to be powered down, but yeah, you can move it. See if it's actually the power controller, or whether it's something, a signal to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just that. I saw the screenshot, so I saw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
From
DK, I'm going to move the Fuji Kai meeting. You've told us what's going on today. It sounds bad, but there's not a lot of interest to us today, if that makes sense.
Yes. Maybe tomorrow, because tomorrow morning we get a density test.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the paper and the film. We try that.
All right, perfect.
Okay, thank you.
Okie dokie, EMA guys.
I have a quick question. Rob, just share my screen on this CLCA. Do you see my screen?
I can see it and try to read.
Yeah, for the this is your request to include the IQ data utility on the controller. So my question is basically, do we know if this has been? I mean, if this true? Has this been included in the new software? I was told it was in. I mean, the software is running. IQ data utility is running when you install this new software, 803145. But I'm not sure about the registry change, and also the CSV data collection. Is it now by default activated?
I hope. I hope so. I hope the registry change was done. I did have the thought the other day as to whether they've done it in a means that the IQ utility starts running, or whether they've just made it available on there. So we'd have to get that confirmed and verified, I think, Youssef.
Yeah, I think you told me yesterday, Daniel, that it was running when you upgraded Pozzoni.
I've seen it on the screen. And Tom mentioned that this is new bit of the software which is installing automatically with the new controller software.
But the only concern is that the only difference is you already put it on at Pozzoni before, didn't you, Youssef?
That is correct.
Yeah.
That's the question. Why was it present on the screen?
Yeah, so we don't really know if it's happening from a net new that didn't have it running before. That's the problem, I think.
Okay.
So, I mean, when Daniel's out at KPS next, we are looking to upgrade the controller software there. So it's a few weeks out yet, but we could get an answer there, Youssef, if not before.
I think Daniel wanted to mention it in the advocate call. I don't know when your call is happening, Daniel.
Friday.
Yes, Friday.
This week? Okay.
Yes.
So I suppose the only other thing is Tom's been upgrading the US sites. Maybe we find one of the ones that didn't have it set to run before, and we go into that system and check.
Okay. I can ask Tom.
Yeah, we can ask Tom at 3 p.m. meeting.
Okay. All right, that's it. Yeah, that's it for me.
Just trying to check. Obviously, we should be able to see. The question is, which sites didn't have it running before? I would imagine the likes of Fensky didn't have it running before, but I could be wrong. So I was just going to check in the inventory database. So he has updated Fensky. So Fensky could be an option to look at potentially. Because I think like the Wyland sites, I think he may have already put the application on before. The Mercury sites, the 7000 at Mercury has been updated to 3145. I don't know that the IQ Data utility was running on there before. So that could be another reference.
Okay. So probably Tom can help us. Yeah, this afternoon. Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else from an EMA side?
Yeah, I looked into Wyland this morning, and he had a DFE issue twice last night. So
Which Wyland? Vegas, Florida?
yeah, Vegas. The machine, the same machine that they had the issue last week.
And what was the DFE issue this time then?
Normal stop due to DFE error. Happened on 9:36 their time, and so it happened twice. So, and after an hour or an hour and a half, happened again. They had the data buffer empty around 11:15. So after an hour and a half, and since that time, 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
So this is 2 hours ago when it happened. So shall I collect traces?
I mean, you could certainly set up and get traces turned on, ready to capture it, Ahmed. But obviously we're going to have to periodically go in and zero those traces so the files don't get too big, and make sure they tell us when it happens again so we can go in and collect them.
Yeah. We'll do that.
All right. Anything else for EMA?
No, from my side.
Okie dokie. All right, we'll call it a call. Stuart, by the way, I did reach out to a company, Parker Hydraulics in Norwich, with regards to this directional control valve for AbiView. They do have to import it from the US, so it is a 5 to 6 week lead time. I was just hoping maybe the price was reasonable, that we could order a couple from them, but the price is bloody high as well. Total of nearly $1,500 GBP. So
yeah, the cheapest I saw was 5 weeks, and I think 850 before tax.
Yeah, I don't know whether maybe we can get lucky and find someone in the UK that's got one. I don't know.
I mean, have we actually asked how much Martin will charge us as a direct payment?
No.
As in buy it direct from them?
More at the minute, it was just about speed, I think. Yeah, see where we can get it from quicker potentially. Be interesting to know whether they've got any of these in stock in Martin in Germany.
Yep. I was also asking last night, basically, can we swap it with something else on the machine that isn't used as much, that could be manually actuated? Can we just swap it around from something? But I didn't really get an answer from that, so I'll have to get in touch with the American guy later today.
Well, I'm just thinking at the minute, who was it from Martin Automatic that sent us the quote through for the PLC? Was it? Guys, anyone else that doesn't need to hear this can drop off at the moment. I'll look and see if I can find who it was. There was a lady that sent us the quote through for the PLC and stuff. Let's see. The other thing, I suppose, is to understand whether we've actually got the Martin reference for that valve. Let's look at that now. Where was he? Case. Bridget, that looks like it. Yeah, it's this woman called Bridget. Has anyone got the service manual for the rewind?
I've got access to it.
Can we see whether we've got the corresponding part number? Manuals. It's not an automatic rewind. What have we got here? We go. No. Bollocks.
It's not.
See. D1V. What's that one for? MBS. The book splicer. Not the rewind.
If you're in it, it's the Teams their folder, then documents, then the rewind.
I don't know which is their folder on Teams, and then I've got access to it.
Okay.
If you're in it, just do a search for the D1VA008CN. See if we get a hit on that, maybe.
Okay, yeah. Yes.
Oh. What you got?
it looks like they're calling it VA, VL, and then the part number.
Okay. Is there a dash or anything?
No. So VA, VL, then D1V.
Yeah.
And that's number 1 for 40.
Valve. I've just tweaked on. Wrote it down, looked at it. VL D1 VA00 ACN. Okay. All right. I'll ping that off to her. Let's see if she can come up with sort of a lead time and cost then. Fingers crossed I'm going in Germany. All right. Anything else, guys? Nope. Okay. Call it a call.
Thank you very much.
Yes, bye.
Okay.
All right.